KP Anderson, the executive producer of The Soup, is here in studio. That was low-hanging fruit, was it not?
Yes, it was.
That's what you would call that in the comedy business?
Yes, it was.
The comedy writing business, that's low-hanging fruit.
A hanging curve, whatever you want to.
It was spinning in the zone.
Put it over the wall, yeah.
It was spinning in the zone. Yes, half of the tenderloins will be here. True TV show Impractical Jokers. And we might have them prank somebody. In fact, let's do that.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Okay, we don't want to get any more into it, right?
We'll set it up with them once they're here.
By the way, the greatest practical joke I've ever had pulled on me is done by a guy who's going to be calling in at the top of the third hour, Adam Schefter.
Yeah?
Kid you not. Greatest practical joke I've ever had pulled on me. I'll tell you that story later on in this hour. That also includes a chat with Matt Light, the longtime protector of the blind side of Tom Brady. I wonder what he thinks of Ray Lewis's chat about the Tuck rule. About the Tuck rule being what birthed the legend of Tom Brady. That's still to come here on this show. Also, Omar Epps in studio. KP, you're a Vikings fan.
Yes.
This season was all about Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Do you think the team's going to have him back? Do you think that's going to happen?
I think they are going to have him back, provided whatever he's doing away from the team is meeting with whatever the commissioner set forth for him that he has to do.
Right.
I think that the plan is to bring him back. I don't know that that would be my plan. I honestly think, regardless of his personal picadillos, I think that the Vikings, you know, we had our Herschel Walker trade where we were on that end of it, where we gave up all of our draft picks and the Minnesota North Stars for a running back. I would like to be on the receiving end of that.
Right.
I would love to see them trade AP to the Raiders, say, for draft picks.
Or the Cowboys.
Or the Cowboys. Raiders would be a better immediate, you know, flip around on getting some real talent this year coming in. I would love to see, you know, I would love to see them do something because they're a couple linemen away, offensive linemen away from having a running game that matters anyways. So, you know, and they've got a good coach that the team is responding to. They've got a so far acceptable quarterback who I think everybody thinks is going to be something special.
Bridgewater could be, you know, if it wasn't for Odell Beckham, in the conversation for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think you could absolutely say that.
Winning 7-8 games with that chemistry, that makeup, that much background noise, a new coach, a new system, and you know, and stepping in.
He was clearly the best of the rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about that.
Yeah. And I think I found it fascinating to watch him. I don't know what's so much better about Teddy Bridgewater's 7-yard passes than Christian Ponder's 7-yard passes, but my God, they're so much better.
There's a little bit more of an upside, I guess, in that regard. With Theodore Bridgewater, KP Anderson, the executive producer of The Soup, is here in studio. What do you have for me, Chris Law?
Well, Brockman has some news.
It's something that I noticed on Twitter. You know, we've been talking a lot the last 2 days about Ohio State third-string quarterback and national champion Cardell Jones.
Wait a minute. You're incorrect in what you said. It's the Ohio State.
Oh.
Come on, dude.
Sorry.
Get it.
Sorry.
Together.
Sorry, guys. Well, Rich, he's having a press conference at 3 p.m. Eastern today.
Oh, my Lord. And today is the day, if I'm not mistaken, is the deadline for declaring yourself for the NFL draft.
Whole new kind of 3 and out.
I mean, the ultimate 3 and out.
It's also the last day to sign up for Econ 4, Rich, at The Ohio State University, which is my prediction
Is
for
that
what he's doing.
Well, it's one or the other. It's either Econ 4 or the National Football League, the ultimate 3 and out.
He tweeted it out today, Rich, at CJ12_. All he tweeted was, life-changing decision at 3 p.m.
Could you imagine if he just goes pro, KP?
Wow.
I don't know where he'd be drafted. I don't know what would happen. But why not? His stock cannot be higher.
Couldn't be higher.
Plus, you know, and how could Ohio State not start him? The Ohio State not make him the starter after he won the national championship by beating the coach of Alabama and the running back of Wisconsin.
Because Braxton Miller holds the Big Ten all-time record for touchdowns in the season.
So what?
What is the NCAA about to open an investigation on him for? That might be the other question.
I love your cynicism, sir. Your cynicism is off the charts, KP.
It really is.
You know, but I mean, again, seriously, if you are all about winning games, which Urban Meyer clearly is when you're not taking a knee up 15 with 30 seconds left in a football game when you're on the opposing team's 1-yard line, then you're supposed to win football games. Why not choose the guy that just won you a national championship by beating Wisconsin, Alabama, and Oregon in 3 straight games? I mean, and so that is what is called a body of work that's put out there. Yeah. Wow. 3 p.m.?
3 p.m. Eastern.
The press conference. Yeah, do we know where it is? Because if it's at a hotel somewhere in Columbus,
no,
then maybe that'll give you an indication that he's going pro.
I think I saw that it was at the Ginn Academy. Ginn Academy.
Okay. Ted Ginn Academy? Ted Ginn Jr. Academy? Is that what it is? Interesting.
I don't know where Ginn Academy is, but
I don't know.
Yes.
Before I let you go, KP Anderson, are you doing a live version of the soup from the Super Bowl?
Yes, yes. We details are flowing in, but around this time yesterday, it looked like we settled out some things, and we wanted, because NBC is having such a massive presence, and
yes.
E is part of the NBC Universal corporate empire.
Right.
And so we asked if we could get in on that. Joel's going to be at the Terry Bradshaw roast the day before.
He's hosting the Bradshaw roast.
Yeah, on Thursday. Yeah. So we and he wants to stick around for the game. So we decided to check and see, and they said, yeah, get out there. And then
Fantastic.
we figured out when you try to figure out what's available to shoot at in Glendale with a month before the Super Bowl.
How's that working?
We wound up, and I'm not kidding, we wound up getting a dirt lot about a mile from the stadium.
Well, that might be right nearby what DirecTV is cooking up for Dan Patrick and this show, which is pretty wild. It's incredible.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Well, hey, KP, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Say hello to Joel for me, will you?
Will do.
And I know he's probably a little bit nervous about Sunday, but we'll see.
Yep. I don't think he's nervous. I think he's
confident. He's a confident Seattle fan.
I've yet to meet the nervous Joel McHale after 11 years, so I'm going to assume that he's confident.
Fantastic. KP Anderson, the soup on Fridays.
Fridays live, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Fantastic show. Anytime I appear on it, my Twitter explodes. We're like, whoa, what are you doing on there?
As does ours, with a whole other group of fans than we normally get on.
Listen,
it's
let's
fantastic.
combine our fandom. That'd be fantastic.
Have you back anytime.
Also, at IKP Anderson on Twitter.
Yes.
Correct? Because somebody took KP
Some
Anderson?
real estate agent in Florida owns my identity everywhere.
So you got people tweeting at you saying, bitching about their plumbing?
Yep.
Down in like Boca?
I get that.
Like Fantastic. I like it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.